Hello, I'm back, y'all. I got something here from River TV. Basically, it's two people hooking up. It's basically hookup gone wrong. Let's get into it.
The all-new redesigned Halo Color 4 is stronger and more powerful than ever. It now uses
Sorry for
dual
that.
frequency. To you, gift thirsty.
This again is basically a hookup going wrong. Let me start this from the beginning. Shout out to Rebel TV. This is hookup gone wrong.
Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit girl that's lit on the internet. To me, I feel like it's like with cat.
So now, like, I'm not saying she ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, she not the, like, what she looked at, like, on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it caught me off guard. That was throwing me off, though, that she didn't look the same. Then you got to ask me, like, oh, yeah, have I ever gave my behind hate?
What?
All the way off. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like...
Let me say this for the record. Any dude that's into that, it's a little bit suspect. Just saying. There's suspect.
Nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You know
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. Now, again, okay, I was just scrolling through the wonderful world of TikTok, and foolishness just dropped right into my lap. Okay? This is something that happens on a constant basis because...
And let me say this about TikTok. I learned that TikTok is a land of weirdos, misandry, and scammers. Just saying.
Women are constantly going onto TikTok and telling too much of their business, embarrassing themselves.
Way too much of their business.
Putting themselves out there for the world to see in hopes that they are going to get support from the sisterhood, cheering them on as they are doing foolishness. Now, in this particular situation, this woman decided that she was going to expose this man that flew her out, and it ended up backfiring for her miserably. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press play, then I'm going to pause the play and give you guys my thoughts and my opinion on this entire situation.
Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit that's lit on the internet. And to me, I feel like it's like with cat.
So, first thing out of your mouth is that the dude was lit. So, in other words, you wanted to clout chase off of this dude. Am I right or wrong? Let's continue.
So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas, like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to get you me or whatever like that. So he like, whatever.
Okay, I'm not going to pause it too much because I need you guys to hear the story, but whenever you see a woman refer to a man as the N-word, I mean, just know... Like,
that's hood behavior.
Like, what the gamble is. Like, if she's not saying my man, my king, my whatever, when a woman,
anytime a woman calls a dude the N-word, expect some hood activity to be going on.
First, to her man as the N-word, you already know that you're going to get some drama, some ratchet stuff, or whatever the case is. But she said that he DM'd her, like, trying to holler at her, and she said, I've been trying to give you me. Again, let's just keep in mind, she doesn't know this person. She's only seen him on the internet.
And baby girl, you're looking thirsty and hungry. Thirsty and hungry.
Exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because, like, he's some fine. I love dark skin. And when I say he's some fine, or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he youngest or whatever. Like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc.
So she
clout chase.
She likes the idea of him.
Talk about real.
Again, what he looks like, the cars he drives, the clothes that he wears. Like, she likes the idea. Does she know him? No. But this just goes to show you the stage that we're in, where a lot of these younger women, they not even younger. I can't even say younger. this modern mindset, you know, they have the idea of what he looks like, and just because of the image that this man posts on social media, whether it's real or not, whether it's true or not, she had.
Okay, good. Let's pause. This is what happens when women choose image over character and morals. I'm gonna say this the best way I can. Just because it looks a certain way, don't mean that it is a certain way. Let me put it like that.
Already made a mental note that she was ready to give this man her body based on the image. So whenever we have the conversations about nice guys finish.
And here's something I want to say too. Part of the reason why Brandon Jamal made that song, Single Mom, and had the part that you lay down with this man with no second thoughts. Case in point, this right here. That's why Brandon Jamal made the song because of situations like this right here. Except this woman here was lucky enough not to get pregnant.
Or nice guys getting the brunt of the stick. It's the truth. Because here this man is not exuding anything but looks and fashion. And he already is getting, you know, a swipe yes. Then you have a guy who's trying to court women the proper way, meets up with women like this, and they make that guy put out the red carpet for them when this guy did
Case in
nothing but
point.
slide into a DM and she was already ready.
Case in point, Joy Taylor. Notice how Joy Taylor gave her list that if the man looks a certain way, she basically said easy effing money and F her standards. This is what I don't get about some of y'all women. If a dude in front of you presents a certain package, y'all will say F your standards and do anything for that dude. Now, a 9 to 5 guy comes to you, you know, he may not be the height you want, but he's packaged pretty nice. Y'all will make that dude jump through hoops as opposed to the, you know, the athlete type, the entertainer type, and all that mess. And then y'all wonder why y'all say y'all have that the dating pool has piss and SHIT in it. Y'all want to make it sound like that is the Pookie and Ray Rays pissing and crapping all up in the pool. No, it's also some of y'all hood rats that's pissing and the SHIT in the pool too. Let's get back to Reva. God dang it. 1 second, y'all. Here we go. Come on.
And she was already ready.
So you know, like, that's my type. I love me a hug.
Don't even know the dude, and she's ready to open her legs and go spread eagle for this dude, and she don't even barely know the dude's name, and she's ready to get spread eagle. Pathetic.
Get money. Good. So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I gave him my number, and like he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was little signs that I didn't like. Like if you know I'm on vacation with my kids, like I remember I posted my drink or whatever, and I didn't text him right back. And he's on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like that right there was like you only have my number for like 20 minutes. Like chill out. But I let him slide. So
I call cap on that.
To see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. That's it, this Saturday, right?
Whatever like this, whatever like that.
And we planned for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he when he was on some like he was like, oh, come whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So
check out these deals of the week.
Sorry about the ads.
Because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So that was my free weekend. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first, or whatever like that, because it just was like too good to be true. So we would only text, and like he'll tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So I started thinking like I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming.
I'm trying to figure out, right, how a lot of these women have this idea of getting flown out and ain't no problem, you know, it's cool, we gonna meet up. I've seen him on social media, so that must mean that this person is trustworthy. I don't understand the logic. You don't even know
Same,
if you're getting
Rebel,
catfished.
same.
So 2 or 3 days prior to you actually going to another state to meet this stranger from the internet, you decide to ask him to FaceTime you so that you can make sure he is who you really think he is. Mind you, just because he looks the same or just because that person appears on the phone still does not mean that that's the person that you're going to meet.
Exactly.
Number two, this is a stranger from the internet that you are going to another.
Here's my question. What happened to Stranger Danger? I mean, seriously. Don't no one know what Stranger Danger is?
State to go spend time with. This is strange.
Very strange.
There was no buildup. This was a couple weeks or a week or whatever the case is, and then boom. I would behoove a lot of these other women not to do this. That is dangerous.
It's stupid is what
Now
it
he got all that
is.
energy. He FaceTime me, sir. I got him on the phone before you really couldn't. Like kids.
Not only is this dangerous, like Rebel just said, this is just flat out stupid.
So he FaceTime me. He was real. Let's say, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk, and I'm like,
Translation: she ready to fuck him.
you know, like you ready? Like I'm at the nail salon. I'm like, you ready? Like I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off. Like you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like,
wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You took off work for a guy that you do not know to hook up with him. Am I hearing this right? Let's continue.
well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you can still come. I'm good. I'm going to just get a sitter.
You taking off work is not his problem.
Thank you. That's not his problem.
You missing out on whatever it is, that's not his problem. You decided, okay, you had your big girl panties on and decided that it made sense for you to fly to another state, miss making your own bag at work, miss whatever things that you had to do to go meet this stranger on the internet.
River.
And the day of, you were still in your hometown, and you said you felt a funny energy and your flight did not leave until 10 p.m. and you still decided to get on that plane?
If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that. Or whatever the case may be. So I still go. Like, I get my nails and I run to the mall. I get everything I need. I pack my... And I tell them, like, all right, I'm going to land at this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always in last minute. I get to the airport. I board the flight. Or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Signa or something like that. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel.
Wait a minute.
But everything...
I didn't know she got flown out to ATL. Screw it, I'm going to say it. From what I heard about brothers in the ATL, this, of course, y'all heard about ATL supposed to be the quote unquote full of LGBTQ men. And that's only in half of downtown, where it's full of the LGBT whatever. Now, on the outskirts is where the straight men are. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of the men on the outskirts they are about their money. So women are second priority to them. Now, do they enjoy the company of women? Yes. But most of the straight men in Atlanta do not care about monogamy. From what I heard and the little bit of what I know. They don't. And then if you look at shows like Kendra G, you will find a lot of women in Atlanta talking about that they can't find monogamous men. The men in Atlanta really do not care about monogamy. And here's why. Even though half the women in Atlanta ain't gonna admit this, I'll say it. Half the women in Atlanta are boss chicks. Let me say that again. Half the women in Atlanta are boss chicks. Which, unfortunately, if you are a boss chick, it is going to be either hard or almost impossible for you to get a decent chance at dating. Due to the way you move and due to your personality. I'm just saying. Let's get back into real. Damn, I'm doing a lot of talking.
Everything was booked up, so I told him, I'm like, look, everything's booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you gotta call. So I called and like everything was booked. Like literally, it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it, and I'm gonna get you from the airport. So I'm like, you know, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room, but when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, huh? So this when a mishap comes because I get it. Okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play. So now
Sound like some drizzle action, you ask me.
Anyway, because you don't know me and I don't know you.
The fact that he's making her pay for the room is a definition of drizzle. Way to go, bro. Way to go. Yeah, get your drizzle on.
You don't know him, he don't know you. Why are you there? You don't know him.
Yeah,
he
that
don't know
too.
You. Why are you on a plane to go see this person? You don't know him, he don't know you. Why are you planning intimacy with a stranger? Like, there's a lot of you don't know me, I don't know you things that could have prevented this situation from even.
And you could also call this quote unquote transactional dating gone wrong.
Occurring.
I wanted my degree in computer science while still.
Again, sorry about that.
I wanted to elevate my things that could have prevented this situation from even occurring.
And it's more safer, I feel like. So he like, yeah, like you can pay for the room, I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motel for you to come?
Oh, now she calling the dude a scammer.
Like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip, or whatever the case may be. So we start arguing, or whatever like that. So then the plane land, and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming. You hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000-$30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just thought, like, if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like, if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but...
I'm going to sum this up. This here is stupid Negro bullshit. That's what you got going on here. They're young, full of cum people
Feel like
doing stupid
what?
ish.
So when I landed, arguing, going all back and forth, I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter, stay home with your kid. Go ahead and buy. I'm cool. Like I ain't even link you no more, etc. Yeah, this was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another. So what? I took off from my job. Stopped
We don't
my
care.
business to come see you.
We don't care that you took off work. That's a you problem. That's your problem, not his.
You talking about another? That's your response? Yeah, he kept arguing. I couldn't believe because I'm like, bro, like if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this going on, like $300 is nothing.
It is. It's a lot for a stranger.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of money
Yeah,
for somebody.
that's a lot of money for a stranger.
Okay, that's a lot of money for somebody who is of no connection to you. That's a lot of money for somebody who you talk to on Instagram and now all of a sudden it's a whole event. Like that's a lot. Stop acting like that. $300 is not a lot of money to spend for somebody or in general.
This is comical as hell.
I did. I booked the hotel and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because he stayed in that airport with me and found me.
Wait a
So
minute,
if
wait
it
a
wasn't
minute,
for him,
wait a
I wouldn't
minute.
have nowhere to stay.
Wait a minute. You got flued out on Spirit? So let me get this straight. You basically got flued out on the moped of all airlines, is what you're telling me. And he's supposed to be the broke one? Ma'am, you sound broke.
Like at all. But I booked that hotel, y'all, and I left that red, like I stopped responding. And I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just like mad because I trip. Like Atlanta cool. We used to do that for New Year's, but like just to go and spend that much money, it was just like I could have went somewhere else. Like that was kind of crazy. So me personally, I just feel like his lifestyle got to be kept because I done dealt with some big money. I mean, rich like that's running businesses to get legit money. I done dealt with a rapper. I'm not gonna say who the he is because he is a big rapper that y'all listen to every single day. And money ain't complaining. They're not doing all that. Like I'm telling you, they're not doing all that. Like when you come see them, they have everything into play, everything booked, itinerary set up, all that. Like it ain't making sense. So to me, his life is just cat.
If you're from this state, stop scrolling. American homeowners are stunned about the local price.
Itinerary set up, all that. Like it ain't making sense. So to me, his life is just cat.
Is it that his life is just cap, or is it that he was maybe no longer interested? Because if you were saying that you got some kind of census the same day you were supposed to be flying, shouldn't that have like been in your mind? Like, you know what?
Should have been, but it wasn't.
Before I end up having to spend more money, before I have to dig myself out of a situation, before I have to be with a flight attendant in the airport trying to figure out where I'm gonna sleep at night, maybe I should just stay home and let it be.
Yeah, still stay home with your kid, man.
But no, you were, obviously very, no shade, no disrespect, but it seemed very, desperate to go and meet this person that
Desperate
you
and
just
thirsty.
So, irresistible and fine and attractive and all these things. And so you put yourself in a precarious situation in the hopes that you would possibly build some kind of connection or at least be intimate with this stranger from the internet that you think is just, God's gift to mankind.
And to be honest, I never really seen him go out and do nothing or anything like that. Like, he not in the mall blowing no money. Like, he ain't no...
How you know? You don't know him. Of course you never seen him do that because you never seen him do anything else because he's a stranger. Like, I don't understand.
What is we talking about?
Like, he might go skate or something, but like other than that, like that nigga be really doing the money he's supposed to have. Like, he got all this motion. You would think he'd be tripping, like something. Like, nah, he's not doing none of that. So,
what if he's saving his money? What if he's investing his money? Like,
oh Lord, I am losing brain cells listening to this chick.
What if he is being responsible and deciding like to live beneath his means? Like, again, you wouldn't know any of this situation because again, you don't know him. Okay, he is a stranger from the internet.
Yep.
And what she's trying to allude to is
Those
the
are
fact that
thirsty.
it was all this, and he posts this lifestyle that he's supposed to be, rolling in the dough, and he have all this money, and he has all these resources and all that. And she's saying that she feels like it's a facade for the internet, and it's not true, and that's not who he really is. That's her whole plight in this situation.
So me personally, I like this kid, and I was just mad because I felt like, damn, like I flew here to see you, and this happened. Never doing it again. And then his excuse was,
as you shouldn't. As you shouldn't.
what I had going on, and you still came. You never told me not to come. When I checked in with you and we spoke, you told me to still come. It wasn't an issue, and you was going to get a sitter. Like what? That don't even make sense. Like make it make sense. I would have said, boom. I'm not that pressed to see no like. But I get like what?
Here's the thing. You said that you're not so pressed to see a man, but at the end of the day, you felt the vibe off and you decided to still go. That seems like a little pressed. It does. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It is giving pressed. Because, if you were not so pressed, at the slightest inconvenience, you would have stayed home. You did not do that.
Be for real. I was just upset at the fact that you still allowed me to come or whatever like that, knowing that you was going to do that or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying he lied about getting his kid, because just do that, like, to know it's a Valentine's Day week or something going on and be like, oh yeah, you not, I'm going to stick him with the kid because I don't want him to be with no other. So it do be like that, but still, like, come on, yo. Like, I don't live down the street. I live in another state. I flew there.
I ain't gonna lie, like, you really don't let me get in the hang of it, for real. Because now I got it figured out, so I can go ahead and do these stuff. You know what I'm saying? So look, right? Now, we just gonna piggyback off of...
Now, that was the woman speaking. This here's the dude. Let's get into it.
The whole,
Alright, before we get into this story, this is the man in question, okay? Who decided to now come on the internet and explain his side. Now, the first thing that confused me a little bit, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, this woman was, going over, gushing over the fact that this man was so dark-skinned and she loved dark-skinned guys. Is this dark-skinned? I'm confused because this is not what I would consider dark-skinned. Okay, so that's already...
This dude here is
like
just
the story,
average
because
looking.
I don't know what she was seeing or what kind of image she had in her mind of this man. Again, I don't know if it's a space of, the illusion of the picture she created of him. She made it to be something different, but this is, to me, it's not giving dark skin, but y'all can correct me in the comments. That's neither here nor there. Let's continue.
She said some shit, what it is. Oh yeah, he got mad with me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that, like, whatever that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all, you get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages, you get what I'm saying? Now look, check this out. She say like, I supposed to pay for a hotel, or we argued about a hotel or some money, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really pissed me off. Like, that's what made me even get into this whole little, you did anyway, you feel me? Now, that's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, like, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm gonna have her for the weekend, or the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Now, your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight don't leave at 11 o'clock tonight, meaning like, okay, well, I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but like, I'm giving you all the signs what for this. All right, well, I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know, like, beforehand. I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit, especially no stranger. Like, it ain't none of that going on. I got too much respect for myself, you know what I'm saying, my daughter mama and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions as kids, whatever. Now, so if I'm letting you know this already on some, like, you feel me? It ain't none of that going on. Then off rip, you feel me? You should have either not even got your ass on the flight for one, because
Yep.
your flight didn't leave until 11 o'clock later on that night. I told you at 4 o'clock. You try to tell me like, oh yeah, I already checked in my flight. Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or
Yeah.
like, whatever. It don't matter. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you can cancel your flight, reservation, whatever, get a refund, whatever. So I'll let her know, like, you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But like, that one never 100%, you feel me? Like,
No, this is where you were wrong, sir. Sir, this is where you were wrong.
Get him, Rebel.
Because at the end of the day, this was the other woman's decision to come over there. I 100% see that. However, you alluding to the fact or giving her mixed signals on purpose so that she did not come is not the same thing as just going ahead and telling her at 4 o'clock, you know what, you might as well not come.
Facts.
It's not going to work out. I'm sorry to cancel last minute. Situations change. Whatever the case is, it's over. That's it. I'm going to keep it real. You are the alluding to it's not a good idea, and I was sending her mixed signals so that she changed her mind and she didn't come, but then saying you're going to get a babysitter, that's not the right thing to do, because you could have easily told this woman, you know what, don't come. You could have been straight up with her like, hey, this is what it is, this is the situation, you might as well not come. It's not going to work out, we're not going to get to see each other, yada 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 for you.
Hey, it's Cosmo Solutions 8, and I'm so excited to announce that we are rolling out a full suite of digital marketing service.
We're not going to get to see each other, yada 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 for you.
regardless of me getting a babysitter or not, right? I never, ever was staying in no hotel for one. Like, you're a stranger, you get what I'm saying? I was not doing no, you a stranger, I don't even know you for real, and you too thirsty, like, you throwing me off for real. You too thirsty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
she
saying?
was very
Now,
thirsty.
Now, in the mix of all that, right? Okay, she get her. Now, she get her. She go on the plane like, oh yeah, she had to get her room and like that, whatever the case may be. Because of the simple fact, I get to ask her, like, okay, well, what you finna do as far as in like hotel wise? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on a second. Before we continue, I just thought about this. This woman is going into to a different city to go meet this strange man that she never ever saw before, and is flying into the city at 11 o'clock at night. Can we just talk about this? The red flags are flying. The sirens are going off. Because
Yeah, facts, River. Why can this woman not realize that she's basically flying herself in for a booty call? In the words of O'Shea Duke Jackson, booty clapping sounds. Cue the booty, damn it, I can't even say the word. Cue the booty clapping sounds. Sorry, I had to do it.
why is it that you would fly in, even if you're flying in to meet a stranger? That's already horrible. Okay, I would already advise against that. But not only that, you're flying in to go meet this person in the middle of the night.
I'm gonna help you look for a hotel, like GT, you know what I'm saying? But like, you should be already under the impression, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Because some fact, I let you know I got my daughter. If I'm telling you, like, okay, well, he got his daughter, and you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter. Me, my daughter, this, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be here with me. So she gonna be here with me, then that means you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that going on. Cool, long story short, whatever the case may be, she ended up paying for her own flight. You feel me? She ended up paying for her own hotel, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She was mad, or whatever the case may be, but
This is okay. He called her thirsty. No offense, no shade. I would have to agree. Okay.
Yeah,
I would have to agree.
she's thirsty.
I was under the impression that she got flued out. Okay, I know that's not how we, that's not grammatically correct, but that's how everybody say that. Oh, this guy, he flew me out. I was about to get flued out. I was under the impression that he bought her plane ticket and told her to come to him, and then basically stood her up or whatever the situation was, and she had to get a hotel. Now, this is bringing more context to the story.
This chick flew
the word
herself
thirsty that
out.
he used, I would have to agree. You took off of work, you bought your own plane ticket, and decided that you was going to, knock on his doorstep to hopefully meet this man that you were gushing over and are still still gushing over how attractive he is, how handsome he is, how perfect he is, you know, in your eyes, the image of how much you love the way that he looks and stuff like that, it is giving thirsty. It is. I just gotta keep it real.
My thing is, look, right now, she never not once said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the hotel, but when I land, give me the money. What? The first thing I told her was, find something that you can afford. You feel me? Like, find something you can afford, whatever in your budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't about no $300 or no hotel or nothing like that. We never argued about no hotel because I made it clear as day. Like, okay, well, I'm not sleeping in no hotel. Why not sleep in a hotel? I mean, I got a house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's already done at 1 o'clock in the morning when you land. You gotta have somewhere to sleep at. I don't want you to sleep in the airport or no shit. You feel me? Cool. Now, she get all done, or whatever the case may be. She act like she got attitude out of this world.
So this is the impression I'm getting from his conversation, right? His conversation is that basically he was trying to tell her not to come in ways in which I believe, again, that he should not have done that. He should have been very vocal.
Yeah, you should just came straight out and told her don't come, bro.
There, just being straight up. But it sounds like he was trying to throw signals out there, and basically she wasn't taking no for an answer.
Pretty much.
All the signals he was throwing out there, she was finding divots of how upset she would be that she's not going to be able to come. And so he's like, all right, fine, you're going to come, whatever the case is, we'll figure it out when you get here. Then he lets her know, like, you're going to have to sleep in a hotel, you're going to have to do this, you're going to have to do that. And so she's obliging, like, okay, fine, I'll do this, I'll do that. Again, he used the word thirsty. She's doing that in hopes that she's going to meet him, see him, hang out with him, sleep with him, whatever the case is, you know, whatever it is that she's looking for. And then he's like, okay, you know what? Obviously, it's the middle of the night. I'm not heartless. I still want to make sure that you're going to be okay. And she's upset because, again, she's in the space of trying to find somewhere to sleep. And that's not what she wanted to do. She wanted to stay with him.
She really was on some, like, selfish, like, on some, like, she thought I was going to put her before my daughter type. Like, oh, yeah, we had plans and what the like, I don't know who you is. Don't nobody come before my daughter. You feel me? Now, mind you, like, okay, so that was that whole Friday. Now, look, I still text her on Saturday just to make sure, like, she was good, she was safe, because at the end of the day, you're not from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You're not from Atlanta at all. I'm not from Atlanta at all, but, like, it was just cold that night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, yeah, are you okay? You know, on some, like, checking up on her, you feel me? See, oh, yeah, I had found a room, you know? Nothing like, everything was regular for real. Now, the shit really went left for real that Saturday when it came to the point where it is. She got to text me all, like, extra thirsty. You got breath mints and, like, numbing spray. You know what I'm saying? That's shit new to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush that off. And then you got to ask me, oh, yeah, have I ever gave my... Hey,
bro, what the hell?
TikTok gonna, like, blur it out or some shit because of that. Hold on, what the f... This lady's throwing me off now.
I don't care what happened. Okay.
Did she talk about eating the dude's ass? Is that what I just heard? Send the damn asteroid.
Hey, I don't care what happened. I don't care if this guy bamboozled you. I don't care if he told you to come there and promised you the moon, the stars, and the rain. I don't care if this man was offering to pay all of your bills for the next month if you decided to buy your own plane ticket and go on there. That's your own business. That's your own foolishness. That's your own fault. Okay? How are you on the internet trusting a stranger? That don't make no sense. That's foolishness on your part. And on your part, I'm talking to the young woman in this situation. That is foolishness. You are old enough. You have kids. You must have some kind of mentality to know that is very foolish of you, which I believe she already said that she probably wouldn't do this again, which I don't know if that's true or not.
Should never did in the first place.
To know that you cannot trust somebody else. And if you have a vibe that something is off, that is what you should go with, not the words of a stranger. Okay? But what this man is saying, if what this man is saying is true, you were offering. This woman was talking about throat spray and cough drops, offering her throat services to this stranger, and then asking him if he ever had any kind of situation going on with his bottom. You bastard, lady. Like, the internet would not have known this much stuff about you if you did not try to come on the internet and shame this man.
Oh my
Spending
God.
time with you when you decided to pick up, buy your plane ticket, and go over to meet this stranger. None of this would have happened. Okay? None of this would have happened. And again, how can...
I'm gonna get back to River in a second, but this here is nothing more than you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Ooh, that's a good title for this video. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Got it.
Humiliating. The problem is that a lot of these women, these modern women with this modern mentality, don't even have no shame, as they should. Nobody should know this amount of details of your intimate life, and the only reason why it's exposed is because you decided to bring it to the internet. So he decided to, you know, bring the thing from the courtroom, and boom, case closed. The jury has commenced, and we believe that he is accurate in his description of you, quote unquote, being thirsty. We do not believe you talking about, oh, you know, I'm not desperate. I don't need to go over there for no man. I get men. Sounds crazy to me. You offering your services even after you got there, and this man did not pick you up from the airport, and you did not see him at all, period, point blank, and you were still trying to lure him to you, gives thirsty.
I've got my RTA.
Sorry about the ads, y'all.
Coyote appliances.
To you, gives thirsty. I'm sorry. That's the truth.
You know, you throwing me off. You threw me all the way off. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna link up with you. I'm not finna have sex with you. It ain't none of that going on. Like, you know, I'm cool on it. I'm straight on it. Now, mind y'all, it would never ever be a storyline. It wouldn't be a story time. It wouldn't be none of that. You know why? If I pulled up to see her at that hotel, had I had sex with her, any of that, if any of that went her way as far as in like intercourse, she would have never made a story time. You get what I'm saying? Now, mind you, like, she was scaring me on some, like, hold on, don't be saying no shit like that to me. Like, you scaring me for real, some, like, you know, like, hold on. You been a little bit too thirsty, you feel me? Now, my whole thing is, on top of you being a little bit too thirsty, right? I mean, on top of her being a little too thirsty, right?
This man he can't even say too thirsty. He gotta say too. Like, he gotta let you guys know the amount that he feel like it was overly enough. Like, it was way too much stuff going on. And this is something that I said in a recent video, where it's like, you know, these women, they feel like, oh, you know, offering it all, it gives off crazy. It gives off desperation. It gives off, what's wrong with you that you are trying to lure me into the situation? Like, why can't you just play it cool? What's the problem? That's what the energy is giving.
Just like, alright, okay, whatever. You feel me? Like, now mind y'all, rewind. We was texting it like, probably like a week and a half. I want to say we probably was texting for like a week and a half, for real. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I ain't never been on the phone at all. Like, never been on the phone.
A week and a half, and this girl said, I've been ready to give myself to you. I think that's what she said in the beginning. A week and a half. Throat spray and cough drops after a
1 week and a half.
No, we get on FaceTime for the first time. You feel me? It was like a 3-minute call or something. When I first get on the phone, I got my face in the camera. She got her face in the camera. But she got on like these clear glasses. Now, when I say stop playing, put your face in the camera, you know? I don't know if that like rubbed her the wrong way, but I'm just in my head like, it's not the same person that I was just looking at on Instagram. You feel me? So now, like, I'm not saying she ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, she not the like what she looked at like on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it caught me off guard. So now I'm really just trying to like rush her off the phone for real. But like I'm giving her a cold shoulder to the point where it is like, damn, you're not getting the memo. Like I shouldn't have to say like, okay, well, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm really giving you a cold shoulder. Like I'm letting.
No, you have to say it. That's why I disagree. You do have to say it, because in this day and age, these women will ignore whatever it is that you're saying. Like, you know, in the days of growing where women had shame, you can allude to something and they're going to pick it up quick because they don't want to be embarrassed. They're like, you're not about to embarrass me or humiliate me. You're not about to make me feel like you don't want me. You're not going to do that to me. And that was then. Now, when these women have no shame, you have to spell it out.
Yep.
ABC, 1, 2, 3. Okay? No, don't come. That's it. I'm not interested. Period. Because anything that you're not saying, even if you're being rude, nasty, mean, disrespectful, they still think all plans are a go.
You know what? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, that was throwing me off though that she didn't look the same. You know what I'm saying? So after that, the conversation went like blank. She texted me that Friday like, "Hey love, are you okay?" Ooh. And I tell her, she like, am I still coming? Ooh. I didn't respond to no other question, but am I okay? I told her I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm good, but I was dull as hell with her. You feel me? But I'm gonna just show y'all all this. I gotta post all this.
So he did end up actually showing the text messages for us to read to ourselves. So of course, you know, I'm going to pop it up on the screen so you guys can see it. So he says, "You right, I hate small talk. Let me know when you in Atlanta." Then I don't know what the message is because it looks like it's covered and it says something that way it can be resolved one way or the other. Maybe it says, I'm not 100% sure. She says, "Yes, I agree. So when I'm in Atlanta, I'll hit you." This is Monday. Okay, this is the Monday. She's supposed to be there the Friday. And she said, "When I'm in Atlanta, I'll hit you like I'm ever just in Atlanta, crying face." Then she said, "I booked it. My cousin got me scared. LOL, she's screaming, you don't even know him." The cousin is right, okay? You should have listened to your cousin. You should have listened to your cousin. Can the cousin come forward? What else did you say to her? As the cousin, sometimes you need to, you know, I'm not a violent person. I don't agree with violence. But this cousin should have backhanded you, okay? And took your phone
Exactly.
and said, "Are you dumb? You're not
Exactly.
Do you run a company like one of these? You need to buy stuff like this?
You're not doing this." Then he says, "What she think? I'm gonna do something to you or something?" Then she says, "LOL, yeah." She's telling me stories of people going to see people and one girl, just foolishness. And then he said, "WTF." Now, again, based on his story, he talked to her on FaceTime, I think he said the Wednesday, right? And so this was before he actually saw her and felt like she did not look like her images and felt like she was a little different, felt like she was a catfish, okay? This is prior
Basically.
to that. Then this is the next message. He says, "Are you okay?" She says, this is her already being in Atlanta. And she says, "Hey, I feel a lot better, still a little upset, but just happy to finally have a room. It's not my norm, but was all I could find." He said, "Good thing is you're okay. I was trying to stay up, but after I put her to sleep, it was done for." Saturday the next day. She said, "I just really wanted to meet you, I guess, but I learned from every situation. That's why I'm so calm. I really just hate wasting my time for real. I think anybody would. When I go home, we probably will never talk again. I know you probably don't care, but I really had faith in this whole thing. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Faith in what? That you were going to meet this stranger and you guys were going to run off into the sunset and everything was going to be perfect? Are you insane? Okay? What were you building your hopes and dreams on? What he looks like on social media? That don't make no sense.
Again, this dude is a stranger. You do not know him. Oh, Lord.
Where's the cousin? Where's the cousin at?
Now, Red was sitting there talking about where's this woman's cousin. No, what I want to know is where's this woman's daddy at? Where's this woman's daddy and where's this woman's mama? Because they should have pimp slapped this woman.
Next message says, it's not even your fault. You did what you were supposed to, but I ain't going to never forget this. I thought about it and I do want to meet you. Are you going to link me? Can you still? Then this is a picture of something in a sprayer bottle and breast strips, and she said, this is the only pic you need. LOL, you get it? He says, I got a picture, but I don't know what that is. She said, really? LOL, that's sore throat spray and breast strips. He said, you got a sore throat? She said, that was for me to give you top.
Really?
This don't make no sense. Okay?
And then they wonder why dating has become transactional. Dating has become transactional due to women who move like this.
Again, how did we get here? You decided that you were going to try to humiliate somebody's lifestyle and call them cap, and you were going to put this man in his place and try to humiliate and embarrass him, and this man came loaded with receipts. When this woman was asked for her receipts, she said that she can't get them because something happened with her phone.
I'm doing everything I can to get my text messages. I just talked to this IT guy, and I'm hoping he can get them back. Because yesterday I tried everything. AT&T, Apple, iCloud.
When she was asked about the text message in question, this is what she had to say.
I said, period. I don't need no sore throat spray, none of that I bought it because I'm not going to lie. I was going to kill him off the bone. I was going to do him in. I sure was. I'm honest. I
No
was being
shame.
funny. He asked me for a full body.
No shame whatsoever.
Pic or whatever. And I said, this is the only pic that you need. Do you know what this for? And he said, what, you got a sore throat? And I said, no. And I explained to him what it was for. And then I said to him, if you don't know what that is, you never had.
And that's why I say a lot of these women with this modern mindset have no shame.
Facts, real. They got no shame.
They have no shame. They think it's cute, cool. What you just did was put your services out there for anybody who is willing. So now men know
Exactly.
that all they have to do is fly you out and spend a little bit of money on you, and this is the package that you come with. And you're okay with that. As somebody with kids. This is wild to me. Now, allegedly, this one woman came out and decided to, come to the front of the conversation and basically say that she was the one who was with him this weekend. Now, I don't know if this is something that was actually true or not, but this woman came forward and basically said that he said that he had his daughter. He actually didn't have his daughter. He had another woman there, and she was the other woman that was there.
And this was my flight. February 13th, right? To February 16th, So I go, everything cool, everything perfect.
Now again, I don't know if that story is true. I don't know if she thought this was an opportunity to introduce herself to the front of the conversation because everybody is going viral. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to find out. But all I know is that it don't matter. It don't matter if he had somebody else there. It don't matter if nobody was there. It don't matter if he really did have his daughter. None of that matters. What matters is, as a woman, you are meeting you see this stranger and the image of what they are on social media, and you decide that that's enough to give your body to them. You decide to pay for your own way to fly to go meet this stranger in the middle of the night. And you see nothing wrong with that. Is crazy.
Yeah.
And again, I think this young man is also crazy because he should have told her no.
Facts.
He should have just told her straight up what it was. Nope, I don't want to see you there, whatever the case is, because and in him not doing that, it led to her embarrassment. Okay? Foolishness. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below.
And we're
I know it was
done
crazy
here.
and lengthy, but y'all had to